Hi, guys. What's going on that Marvin Gaye? What is going on for real? I'll tell you what's going on for me. I'm looking outside at the trees and the sunshine and the flowers. I smell incense. I hear a squirrel. Hmm. Maybe let's start with a little meditation, just a little mindful moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. And one more in and out. And just sit here and don't force yourself to feel anything. Just let yourself be in all that you are right now. My intention for this video is to connect to people who want comfort and to feel less alone and just to bring light into someone's day and to create something. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, the world is indeed crashing down around us, but it has been. But like, it's now affecting more people, so more people are freaking out. That's interesting to watch. Happy Black History Month. The Obamas being posted as apes, and not shocking. I think all the conversations people are having, fighting each other when we're all in like the same fight against breaking down the system, is so interesting. It's so interesting to me, all of the ego that we have to let fall away for real change to happen. Oh Lord, it's so deep. But I want to share something interesting that happened to me recently. So I got laid off from a job. This is vulnerable. I hate talking about money, but you know what? I'm letting that go because I think it's helpful to talk about. So I got laid off, and it was supposed to be just a cute little job in between like art projects. Child. It ended up being stressful, and they were taking advantage of me, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they laid me off and they wouldn't pay me. Laid me off. And it was very interesting, and it put me in kind of a negative headspace. I was like, "Oh, why are you messing with my money, brother? That's an issue for me." And it was a whole month of looking for jobs and trying to figure this out and trying to figure out what I would be willing to make time for, what was kind of convenient and what was worth my time. It was just a really stressful time. And I started letting myself film on YouTube, which I am so grateful for. But also, it's like, oh, I need to make rent and I don't have savings that where we're prepared for this, you know? And it really started putting me into a negative spiral because I'm not someone who has a lot of people I can ask for help. And that has been something I don't want to even do. I've always struggled with that. But I want to say a huge realization that I had during this time, because now I was able to pay rent, thank God. And I'm looking around and I see so many people in a negative space with money, and it's really scary. And I just want people to know, when people say to stay in a positive mindset and being ready to receive, there's a serious truth to that. And I think sometimes when we're thinking about mindfulness and like calling things in and changing our situation, we think that it's a literal magical moment that has sparkles everywhere and it's like, boom, there's $20,000 in your hand. And that does happen for some people. That did not happen for me. But I'm calling that in. I think that you have to get your body right to be able to receive that. And I've heard people talk about getting your nervous system regulated to be able to receive blessings, and I'm here to report that it's true. I really sat with believing that it was going to work out and like putting that in my mind every day. And I think not only did it call in opportunities, but it got me ready every day to make choices that would align with that end goal. Yeah. I don't know, it's a hard conversation because I've heard people talk about this, and sometimes it's clearly just such privileged people talking about a situation and getting like a lot of money from their parents. But genuinely, I want people to know that one, you need to ask people. If you feel scared to ask people for help, it's time to ask. And that doesn't have to be family if you don't have it. It can be anyone, just like putting out the energy, offering your services. Obviously, people know this. I do not want to make light of hard situations, but I really do think that you have to open yourself up to receiving and putting away like ego. Like, even me talking about this right now, I'm nervous to talk about because, again, I do not like anyone knowing if I'm in a hard spot, but I have been. And I don't want to be in it anymore. So I'm like releasing that story. But it's been a really hard time as of late. And then on top of like not wanting to support the system at all, it's really confusing. It's confusing wanting to like have beautiful things and do beautiful things, but and also not be an active participant in this whole structure of this world. Like, it's it's really interesting to try to find my way. So I'm on that journey right now, so I don't have much to say about it other than I call in money in many different ways. I call in my art, and I call it in with protection and love. I think I was really nervous to share my dreams, and even like getting on here and talking. I don't I'm like actively trying to find my boundaries, but I do know that whatever I talk about that is meant for me will find me. So it doesn't matter if people put any negative energy on me. It doesn't matter if people have bad intentions towards me. I am so protected, and I will continue to be. And it will just continue to be stronger because I know more about protecting myself. Whatever you're going through, don't be scared to go big. Don't be scared to show up. I know if you've been burned before, it's really terrifying, but you've been burned before, so you know what that looks like. You're learning. Continue to learn. Don't let people continue to get you down for real. Like, we are going through enough. This world, babe, look around. We're going through a lot. If you look around this world right now and all of the things that are being shown, all of the corruption, the abuse, the so many abominations of things, and you're still not believing in yourself and you're still not taking the chance right now. Seriously, I know a lot of my videos are about like doing it now. But when I'm saying that, it's because I'm doing it now, talking to you. I I I really love keeping everything to myself. And it's confusing because I'm an artist and I don't want to share and I want to help the world. So I have to actively fight against the want to be hidden. And I have to be willing to sit up here and be misunderstood, to sit up here and have to work on my communication, to sit up here and putting myself out there because I know what I want to do, I know what I will do, and I know who I am. And as I move forward with that and I keep doing the work to know who I am and I stay protected, that means I can take on anything that is thrown my way. And I call in so much goodness because working within a system like this that is meant to keep people like me, maybe like you, all of us down in some respect, I release that. I do not believe in this system in that way. So, thank you for being on this journey with me as I continue to find find more things out and figure things out. And right now, I'm not scripting things. I have a lot of different ideas coming. I have a lot of beautiful people I want everyone who's being on here to meet. Um, yeah, thank you for sharing space with me. And please let me know if there are things that you'd like me to talk about. Right now, I'm kind of just doing video journals. I do intend to have something a little bit more structured coming along, but yeah, right now, this is part of just putting myself out there and sharing the wisdom that I find and just my experience. So, I'm sending you love, whatever you're going through. I know it's so hard and I know it's so scary. And I know it literally may be keeping you up. You might not be able to eat. You might not be able to afford to eat. Put it out there. I have a quote on my wall that says, "Ask for more. The universe is not on a budget." And I said, "At all." I added, "At all." Ask for more. The universe is not on a budget. I know this sounds woo woo to some, sounds like toxic positivity to some, but that is how I move in the world. And I believe that that is meant to be shared with others to every day take advantage that you are alive and make the most of it and ask for help. And people might say no. Okay, redirect, pivot. One of my acting teachers said it, how important it is to know how to pivot. So go after what you want. And if you don't get it that way, find a different way. Keep pivoting, keep aligning to your goal. Stay aligned to your goal and what you're going to do in this world. And if you're scared and you don't have certain resources, always go back to yourself. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to be? What is the goal? And how am I going to get there? I'm going to take a different path. I'm going to keep taking different paths. Because no matter what, I will get to where I'm going. And I'm going to take care of myself along the way. And I'm going to smell the flowers and look at the trees and do all the beautiful things along the way. Okay. I wish you well and I hope that you feel a little bit more seen. I know we're all tired. And just remember that we're all loved too. Bye.